Hello and welcome to Curious Life. In this video we are going to explore focus topics and some of the impacts they can have, for better and worse. We have focus topics that come and go, but they always leave an impact in our lives. In this video we'll explain what focus topics are, how they can manifest, and give some examples of our current focus topics. First and foremost, what are focus topics? Well, anybody can have a focus topic. It's simply an intense interest in something. This could be being a football fan, loving a particular band and taking interest in them, or you could be really into makeup. Focus topics can be similar to any passion or hobby.
Generally, having an interest in something is a really positive thing. There are often whole communities around many topics of interest. A great way to learn and connect to others.
However, focus topics can also have a dark side, when they become an obsession or start to have a negative impact on other areas of your life. For example, being passionate about something to the exclusion of everything else can make you really boring to talk to. It can be isolating as a result.
Although anyone can have a focus topic, they are particularly evident for people who are neurodivergent. Although not always a problem, we can be prone to being particularly passionate about a topic we're currently into. We can deep dive into it while being unable to focus on anything else. When we have a particular focus topic, sometimes thinking or doing about anything not related to it can be a real challenge, which can make doing our jobs or uni work pretty difficult.
Yeah, writing assignment just is not as fun as researching what's on your mind. When you have an intense focus topic, it can be a little bit like an itch on your foot. It's impossible to ignore while trying to go for a jog. I don't know, I'm bad at analogies, so I hope that made some sense.
She is, I'm the one that wrote it. I was throwing the shade at you on that one.
Yeah.
But focus topics can bring an immense sense of satisfaction and joy. Many have commented that being able to focus on the topic of interest is fundamental to our mental well-being and happiness. Particularly for me, I've come to accept that I need to put time aside to allow myself to revel in my current interest, no matter what they are, because they also change from time to time.
Accepting that focus topics are a part of our lives has several impacts, money being one of them. When we get into a new topic, it often involves buying all of the equipment to go with it. One of Blaise's recent topics was coffee making.
Oh yeah. Oh, I have so much equipment and I've learned so many different techniques and variables and I've got...
And that's enough about that. If I let her, she will go on and we'll never get this video done. Which is a good example of some of the impacts on our time. Sometimes we can get into a focus topic that takes away from our video creation time. So if our videos are late sometimes, the question always is what were we doing instead?
Yes, another of our current focus topics is to watch certain LawTube live streams of interesting live trials that are going on. They are time bound, so they do end, and we can move on with our lives and get back to things. But sometimes they can be weeks or even months of our lives. But we've learnt so much. Mostly about the US legal system, even though we live in the UK. Some of those impact us by disrupting our routine, especially with our bedtime, which then has an impact on the whole day the next day and our waking up and our morning routine. It just causes so many problems and knock-on effects. But we love it so much!
We have learnt loads about all sorts of topics. Then one day, often out of the blue, the topic just isn't capturing our interest anymore. And as quickly as we got into it, suddenly it isn't interesting and we've moved on, leaving us with a whole load of knowledge in our heads and sometimes equipment in our cupboards. But then we can't get rid of all the stuff because sometimes the same interest comes around again and we don't want to have to buy all of the equipment again.
We have a whole bunch of interesting things in our attic. Just waiting to see if one day we become fixated on that hobby once more. But the key thing that we have learned is that focus topics are part of who we are. Sometimes we need to manage our time and energy on them. But it's always working with the focus topic rather than trying to avoid it altogether.
Having a passion can be healthy and amazing. The challenge is to find that balance between that focus topic and maintaining a life, a job, responsibilities and relationships. Kind of lucky, most of our topics tend to coincide. But above all, the most important thing we have learned is that our focus topics is acceptance. We have them and they're important to us, whatever it happens to be at the time.
Would love to hear about your current focus topic. I love to hear the passion in others. It's just such a real joy. So would love to hear about your current focus topics in the comments.
Until our next video, accept it's okay for you to have passion and focus on whatever you're currently into. And thank you for watching.
And stay curious. Bye!